I think somewhat it is deleted from my end. So now I have to create it again. This is very simple. So I have already explained this. Because of this, I'm going fast. So what we have to do from here, we are using the NoSQL. So because of this, I am just using Azure Cosmos DB. Just click on it. Just click on it. Once we click over here, what we have to select into the workload. Guys, what we have to select it here. What I can select? Everyone. What I can select here as a workload type, because last session I have already explained the same. I am just repeating the same process because we have to create the web page for this, and for the web to create that particular web page we need the service. Can anyone please tell me what we have to select here? There are three options. No one knows? Yes, just click on it. There are three options: learning, development and testing, and the production. From here we have to develop our own server and then we have to test it. So I'm just using the development and testing for the same. Okay. Then after this, again you have to create the resource group. So I will just give the name for the resource group, Cosmos DB RSG. I will just click on OK. See, I will create the resource group. The resource group is a container for this all the project. Then account name which we have to write. So account name which can write user Cosmos GTU. User Cosmos DB GTU. So we will be writing this and then all other things will be same. We will keep this as it is. These all things will be same. These all things will be same. Okay. For the global distribution, we will keep this as it is again. Networking, you can connect to the Azure Cosmos DB account either publicly. So it should be all networks. Then backup policies will be same, right? We will be keeping, because in last session I have already explained this. And now we are not using the tags. We will be directly using the review and the create. Just wait for a few seconds. Because in last session we have discussed all these points, but now why we are creating it again? Because we have to connect this server with the web application. We need a proper web application for this, and because of this we are just creating it again, right? So again, what we have to do, we have to just click on the create. It is just getting created. Just wait for a few seconds here again. Just wait for a few seconds. It will be getting created. Still so far, anyone have any doubt, any question, concern, you can just ask me. How many students are doing with me? How many students are doing with me? How many students have this account? Chirag is doing with me, then other. Because in last, from the first day of the Azure session, I am telling you, you can get the free push. Okay, great. From the first day of the Azure session, I am just telling you, you can get the free access of the Azure. You can practice on it. Please do practice on it. Please do practice on this. I can only see the two students. What about other? Okay, so now it is just created. What I will do here, we will be just clicking on the go to resource. Just go to the resource. Just go to the resource. You know, like what you have to do, you have to create a database, then you can create a container and all. Now, where we have to create, can you please tell me where we have to create here? What we can do here? So now what is the next step? Explorer. Okay. Yes, absolutely. What we have to do at the left hand side, you can see there is the option. The option is nothing but your data explorer. Okay, the option this you can see data explorer. Just click on this option. Once you click on this option here, as you can see, it is just getting loaded. Just wait for a few seconds. No need to watch this video. Then here you can see, we can see the option called data explorer. Once we click on this data explorer option, the second thing which we have to do, what we have to do, we have to create a database, and into the database we have to create a container. Yes, we have to create a container. Just click on the new, this at you can see this plus icon and this new. Just click on it. There you can see a two options. The first one, which is nothing but your new container, and the second one is a new database. So what you have to do, you have to just click on the new database. First, just click on new database. Just click on new database. Database name will be like I can write down, suppose new GTU DB. GTU, and I can write down the name of it like a DB. Okay, GTU DB. I will click on OK. Click on OK. Now, the database is created. Now here database is created. The second thing which we have to do, which is, sorry, database is created. Now again click on new, and then we have to create a container. So click on the new container again. Then create new. If you click on the create new, means you have to create a new database also. But we already created the database. We have already created. Then what we can do, we will be click. We can click on this, use existing database, and from existing database you can select this GTUDB. Just click on the existing database, use existing, and just click on the GTUDB. Then you can write down the container name. I can write down the container name like container only. Container, then you know here partition key is very important. So partition key will be helping you to make the group for the people from the same location. Something, if suppose I want to, suppose there are the multiple people from the same state, from the different cities. So I want to count the people by their cities. So I can use this partition key. If I want to count the people from the same country and from the different state, I want to count the people from the different state. So I will use the partition key as a state. So for now, what I will do, I will just use the state. Okay, the partition key as a state, and then I will be click on the OK. Just clicking on OK. Just clicking on OK. Chirag, as I have explained, right? See, so basically this key is useful for, see, suppose in future, as I mentioned, right? Suppose here in future, you want to classify the data based on the particular things, one particular things, this you can do, this you can do. And the another thing is like this key is always associated with the ID. Like here we are not using the primary key, you know, there is no unique thing. Okay, there is no unique thing, but it will be if suppose I want to update my data, if I want to delete my data, in MySQL, what do? You use the primary key. The ID will be enough for this to delete the data, to update the data. But here you have to use the ID with this partition key, right? This one will be the unique one for to get that particular rows or that particular data identifications. Okay, this is the key which we use. Okay, so now here we have successfully created the database, and the second thing which we have created the container for this. Once we created here, now I am not entering any data from here. So what our task is, I am going to create a particular web page for this particular service, a proper web page, and from this proper web page, I will be uploading all the information over here only. Are you getting me? So to upload that particular information, again, what I will do, I will be just clicking. I will just go back. I will just open the Visual Studio Code. Click here. Just open the Visual Studio Code. Just open the Visual Studio Code. Once we open the Visual Studio Code, the blob, we don't want this. Actually, we need the Cosmos DB. Where is the Azure Cosmos DB connection? But I think we had created another one or the same. Okay, let me check it. Okay, this is the Azure Cosmos DB. So now for this particular Azure Cosmos DB, what we have to do, we have to create a proper web page for this. So how we can create a proper web page? So to create a proper web page, what I will do, I will be just deleting all this data. Azure Cosmos DB is there. App HTML, it is not needed. So I will be just deleting this. I will delete this, and then Virtual Studio, I think it is also not needed, but in future, if I can use, I can be just using continuously. Okay. Now it is done. Okay. Once it is done, so again, see, to create a proper web page for this Cosmos DB, what we are going to do, I am using the Flask framework again. So using Flask framework, I can easily connect this database to the Python, because as you can see with the Python code, we have already connected this, right? To the normal Python code, we have successfully connected this database, and this all operation which we have already seen, like how we can insert the data into this, how we can fetch the data from it, how we can update the data, how we can delete the data. But this all operation which we are performing, which is into the console, this all operation which we can see into the console only, right? So what our task is, we have to uh, create a things like web page. Like from the web page, I will create one form. By this form, I will enter the data, and that data will be stored into this database. By web page, I can only delete, I can also update the things. So like this we have to do. So in this particular session, what you are exactly going to learn, so you are going to learn about the Azure Cosmos DB. It is a one thing, right? So into this you have also learned how you can enter the data using Azure Cosmos DB, the first step. The second step, you have also learned how you can connect your Cosmos DB to the Python, how you can connect your Cosmos DB with the Python. Third thing, you are going to learn how you can connect the Cosmos DB to the web app, and how you can create front end, how you can create back end, and how you can send that data, or how you can store this data into the Cosmos DB. Also, how you can fetch that all data from the Cosmos DB to the web app on the front end, right? How you can fetch this, all things you are going to learn in this session only. So now let's go step by step. But before going to this, if you have any doubt, any question, any concern, you can just ask me. If is there you have any question, concern, anything, you can just ask me. If it is not, then we are good to go. No question, no concern. Okay, can we move ahead? Are you understand this? Are you getting this? What we are learning, why we are learning? I hope your all concept are getting clear or not. Yes. Okay. Okay. Great. So before what I can say before using the Flask, one more thing I would like to do over here. So what the things which you can do? Okay, so my ENV I will just delete. Good practice to use any framework. I will tell you the good practice for this again. But before than this, I would like to tell you one more extra thing here. We have to just check the connections. Okay, so whether it is working or not, we have to check the connection. The path, the all services will be not identical. The services name will be also different. The all feature will not be identical for this. Getting me? The all feature will not identical for this. The process also will be different. The pages and like everything will be different. Okay, the task they can perform same. They can perform the same task, but the way of use and name of the services will be different. Some feature will be available here, some might be not available there. The feature which available over there, which might not available here. So this types of the difference you can see. So every cloud have their own uniqueness. Okay. Okay, so now let's get connect this. So to make the connection again, I will go here. I have to go on the cloud. I will go on the cloud to make these connections. What I will have to do, I will have to go into the keys. Into the keys. From the keys, very first step, what I will do, I will just copy this URI. This is the URI which I have to copy. I will copy this. I will go into the code and I will remove this one. I will remove this one. Now again, I will just copy this primary key because you need this. Cosmos key means this is the primary key. Either you can use this primary key, either you can use the secondary key, but I am just using the primary key here. I am using only a primary key. Just click on this eye icon, just copy it. Just copy it. Once you copy, then I will just paste it here. I will be just pasting this here. Once I paste it, see, as you can see, I have to paste it here. Okay. So successfully we have pasted. Now our database name, I think a GTU DB container is same. The partition key will be the same, is the same, right? The partition key is also same. Like a previous time, we have created all this. Just give me a second. Okay. So now we have just commented out. We have just filled it out. Chirag, what are you asking? Like you from means? Okay. See here you can see just okay, just created, created, created. Okay. Now we have to see the connections. Click it and just run it. I will just run and here you can see whether it is connected or not. So now connected to the Cosmos DB. Okay, so it is connected to the Cosmos DB. So now what is our task? We have to implement the web page. Okay, so for this, again, what we need the Flask, then we need the different packages. Okay, so before using this, what I will do, I will be creating here the virtual environment. So why, and what is the use of the virtual environment? I will tell you. The virtual environment is the environment, it is a separate environment which we are creating where we will be install all the necessary libraries. Okay, for an example, simple, I will give you one example. If suppose you have a pet dog, if you have a pet dog and your pet dog is not in your home, like if you allow to go your pet dog on the street, so what will happen? If you are not going with your street dog and your like your pet dog and your pet dog is gone on the street, what will happen? I hope you understood what will happen. If you have one pet dog and now you are not taking your pet dog with you, now pet dog alone went on the street, what will happen? What will happen? Students, are you there or not? I'm audible. Yes. Pet not leave me. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. So tell me, see, if your pet dog go on street alone, what will happen? The street dog will attack on him, right? The street dog will attack on him, and this will not good for that particular our pet dog, right? So to avoid this, what do? You keep your dog in the separate space which is called your home, or if you have the private uh, place to keep your dog, so you can keep this, so where the street dog cannot attack on him, meaning the protected place, you can keep your dog on the protected place, right? The similar way, the external libraries, the now libraries which we are going to use on this library, the inbuilt, the inside the computer libraries will should not attack on the our new libraries. For this, we have to create a new space. So where the external libraries should not attack on this. Are you getting me? When my pet go for a walk, all street dogs scared. Oh, you have a pit bull now. Yes, absolutely, Arbaj. Yes, absolutely right. So means if suppose there are the version conflicts, means other libraries will be attacking, and your that the current libraries will be not going to work, right? So because of this, what we do, we are going to create a separate environment, and that environment we will be install the necessary libraries. Okay, are you getting? So now the very first step which you have to do, you have to install the virtual environment. How you can install it? To install it, pip install virtual env. pip install virtual env. This is your virtual environment. You have to just type virtual env, means virtual environment. Just enter here. Because in my system it is already installed, so it is showing the requirement is already satisfied. So you have to install it. Once you install, it comes with by default name, which is nothing but your venv. So I have to give some unique name to it. So what I will do, I will write down the unique name for this. What will be the unique name? I will write down the unique name like Python hyphen m. The actual name of the virtual environment is a venv. So the name which I have to write, which will be like my env. You can write down any name to this. Absolutely your choice, whichever name you like, you can just write down. But for now, I am just writing my env. Python hyphen m venv. My env will be the new name, and the previous name of this virtual environment is venv. So now the message, simple message. Hyphen m is just a message. Okay. So now Python hyphen m venv, then we have written a my env. Once we return, as you can see, the my env is created, means this virtual environment. This is the new name which is already created. You don't need to open it. You can keep it as it is. Now, once you created the new name for the virtual environment, so next step is that you have to activate this virtual environment. You have to activate and then deactivate. As you can see, if I see the pip and if I enter the list, if I can enter the pip list, means so many libraries as I can see. See, the multiple libraries are here into my local system, which are not in the, what I can say, which are not in the particular virtual environment. In my local system, these all libraries are available. These are the libraries. Either you can use the list, either you can type a pip freeze to any one library you can use from this. See, the both are working same. So these are the libraries are available, right? So these libraries means a street dog. Now you have to adapt you have to take the pet dog. So for the pet dog, you have to create a new house. So now you have created the new house. You have to enter into that new house. So how you can enter it? Means how you can activate your virtual environment. To activate this virtual environment, there are the commands. So what you can do, use this dot, then forward slash. Use this dot, then forward slash, then your virtual environment name. What is the virtual environment name? The virtual environment name is my env. Are you getting me? Dot, then forward slash, then after the forward slash, my env, then again forward slash. Then you have to write the scripts. The AS should be capital for the script. For this script, AS should be capital. Dot slash my env slash scripts slash, then we can use the activate. See, the first thing you have to just take care about, which is nothing but the name of this virtual environment. The virtual environment name dot slash my env slash script slash activate. Once you use this, just enter it. Just enter it. So now, as you can see, the virtual environment is activated. So now how you will get to know where it is activated? As you can see here, see, if you can see in the bracket before this particular path, if you can see this name, virtual environment name in the bracket, means your virtual environment is activated. You can also deactivate to this virtual environment. How you can deactivate to this? Just go here and just type a deactivate. So now deactivate means what? Where you cannot see this, the starting of this my env. You cannot see here. So what you can see? Just activate and deactivate. Deactivate means you cannot see this my env, just you can see the normal path. Again, if you want to activate this, to activate it, you again use the same command, enter it. Now it will get activated. Now, once it is activated, the second thing which we have to do, what we have to do here, I will be just what I will do, I will be okay. Okay, let's check the PEEP list. There is no list, only the PEEP is available. As you can see, the PEEP is only available. The package version, the PEEP is only available. Means there is no external libraries are here. This is a separate space, private space that you can say also, right? So in this private place, what very first step which we have to do, we have to install the very first library, which is nothing but your Azure Cosmos. So pip install Azure dot Cosmos. Azure dot Cosmos, the library will get installed. Now it is just getting installed here. See, as you can see, we have successfully installed it. Once we install it, now we can also check it. We list into the PEEP list. Yantrix was so yeah. You are late means you are very late. You are the 1 hour late. Okay, so into the Azure Cosmos, this library version, as you can see, the 4.15 means what? The with this, the request and all libraries are comes with this. So we have successfully installed it, and only the things which we can see. Again, one more thing which we have to do, which is how to, we are using the Flask for this, right? So to use this Flask, we have to install it. So again, which what we can do, pip install. What we will do, we will just pip install, and then we will also do the Flask. Pip install Flask. We have successfully installed the Azure Cosmos DB library. The second thing which we have to do, we have to install the Flask. Also, the Flask is successfully installed over here. So the next step is that we will keep this virtual environment as it is, like we will keep it activate. We will go into the code. We will have to go into the code, into the code, you have to import from Flask. You have to import the Flask. Okay. So from Flask, you have to import it. Wait, sir, this command is run only once or every time when we are starting our app? No, see, wait, once you activate this virtual environment, you no need to activate it again and again. But whenever suppose you close the virtual Visual Studio Code and tomorrow you are just opening. So again, when you open the new terminal, again you have to just start it. Okay, but for to run this app.py, you no need to run this command again and again. Once you run it, means your virtual environment will get activated. Is it clear, Ved? Okay, thank you. Yes, good question. Okay, so now next is what is the next? Next, okay, we have successfully imported the Flask. Flask is done here. Okay, so now next step is that we have to create the front end for this. So for this, what we will do, we will be creating the one folder. So the folder name will be templates. Here we are using the oh sorry, it is not into the my env. It will be outside the my env. I have to create the outside of the my env. So here I will create the templates. Templates. So into the templates, just right click on this template folders, just right click on it, just click on new file, right click on the template folder and then new file, and new file will be index.html. Into the new file, you have to just write down the index.html. Once this is done, then again you have to just create the structure of it. So to create this particular structure, you can just use the exclamatory marks and then enter it. Exclamatory marks and then enter it. I can write down the name called home. Okay. To test this, I will just use the single tag home page, whether it is working or not. To test it, we are using this one. Okay. Just go here, just go here, just go here. Now the page is created. Now here we have to write the function for this particular page. Then we will go the step by step. But before going to this, please tell me if you have any doubt, you can just ask me. Is there any doubt, any question, any concern? If you have, just ask me. No doubt. Arbaz Ansari say no doubt. What about others? Arbaz say no doubt, no release, no doubt. Okay, good. Okay. The speed is okay, right? The speed is okay. I hope I'm not going so fast and I'm not also be going so slow. Okay, once it is done, now again go back to the app.py file. Just go to the app.py file. Once you go to the app.py, because this connection will be common, okay, we will keep it here only. The connection will be here because this all variable which we have to use. So I am not adding these variables into any function. So if I add this all these connections into the functions, we have to invoke that function again and again. So to avoid it, what I will do, I will be just keeping this as it is. I will be just keeping it as it is. Okay. To avoid that all things, I will just keeping this all as it is. So this done, done, done. So done, done, done. So now I will be creating one function, the normal function. To create this function, as you know, see what we have to do again. I have to create the app for it, right? App is equals to, then what I can do, I can write down the flask and underscore name. Is it done now? Okay. Then at the bottom, as I can say, this is just an bottom, or I will go at the bottom directly. Okay, I will go at the bottom. Here I will use if underscore name underscore is equals to main. If it is main, then what we will do, we will just use app dot run. Okay, so means the server will run continuously. If I use this, means the server will run continuously. Once it is done, then I have to go into, okay, it is done now. It is done now. It is done now. It is done now. Then, okay, I have to create one function. Is it clear? Are you also doing with me? Arvaz, Chirag, what about other students? Chirag is doing. What about other students? You have to do the same thing with me. I will also deploy this particular web page and I will share this web page with you. So what we will do, we are using the same database. Previously, we deploy our website using the MySQL on the Azure. So now this time we will be deploying our website using the Cosmos DB on the Azure, right? The same thing. So again, what I will do, I will be just clicking. I will go here using the app dot route, and this is a Abhi. Now the slash I am just using. Slash means whenever I run whenever use that um, IP address, it should be open this first page. Okay. So for this def, and then I will be just writing the name of the function. It's called index. Then we will be use a return. Then we have to also import it. Uh, Render templates. So render template, I am just using return. Render template, just go into the bracket. Just go into the bracket. Once we go into the bracket, inside in this bracket, what will we have to do? I will just writing the name of this file. So what is the index file? What is the HTML file name? It is nothing but your index.html. Okay. So app.route at the top, we have successfully imported the Azure.cosmos and the Cosmos client. Now just scroll up, and then here we have created one simple function. In this function, we are not writing anything else. So I will be just run to this function. To run this function again, now what I will do, I will be using this Python app.py. Connected to Cosmos DB successfully. Now it is also run successfully. Open it. But the not found, the request URL found server means something is wrong. Index.html templates. Four hundred days. Index route. Index.html. Not template, I'm sorry, it is the templates only. We use the templates only. Oh, what is the small mistake which we have done? Okay, let me break it. Ah, yes. This is a small mistake which we have done. This is a decorator function. At the top, at the start of this, see, at the app.route, you have to use this decorator. Like you have to use this percentage. It will act as a decorator. Now it will get solved. If you can refresh it, because my server is not getting refreshed, because of this, I have to just break and use this. But if you can get it, you no need to break it again and again. Now it is working fine. But the only problem, I think I haven't saved this one, this file. Yes, I haven't saved it. Now, as you can see, home page means it is working fine. Means it is working fine. Absolutely working fine. So again, what we can do, guys, we will be just we have to enter data from here, and we have to deploy the same website on the Azure. So I can share the link with you. So you can also enter the data into this. Okay, you can also enter the data into this. You can upload your information into this. HP, you are getting the internal server error. What internal server error? Check all these pages properly. The folder name should be templates only, not a template. Into the app.py, you have to just write down @app.route and then into the bracket single quote slash dep index return render template index.html. At the bottom, as you can see, it should be like if underscore underscore name is equals to main, then app.run. It should be run, and the only things which you have to do. Also, one more thing which you have to do from Flask, import the Flask, comma, render template. Not templates, render template only. Not a templates, just you have to render template only. Okay. Okay. Once it is done, then second thing which we have to do, it is done, it is done, it is done. Now what we will do, I want to enter the data from this front end and I want to store it. So we'll be working on this. Okay, so to work on this, I will remove this one. I will be remove this one. I will be just remove this one. And from the first step, what we will do, we will be using the, can we use? Okay, so now I'm not using, okay, not a big deal. Just use the div, create a simple form. Into the form, the one important thing is method. Method should be post. Action, action should be empty for now. We will keep this action is empty. Enter it. The action should be empty. Now, here, the very first thing what we have to enter ID. So write down the name for the ID. Input type will be number. But as we are using the JSON, so I am just using the text. But okay, not it. I will use the number. Number. The one more important thing which you have to write the name. With this name only we can take the data to the backend, right? So here I can write down the name. The name will be same. ID. I will write the same name. If you want to write any unique name, you can write it. But for now, I am using the same. BR for the break, I am using this. Then second will be the first name. First name. Sorry. First name. Then here I will write the input. Then we can write down the type will be the text and name is equals to F name. Name is equals to F name. Then again BR. Then we have to use the last name. Then input. Then again the type will be the text. Then again name is equals to last name. Then BR. Then again enter the first name, last name, ID. One more important thing which we require, which is nothing but your state, right? This is the partition key. State we have to write down. Then again input. Then what we will do, we will use a type and then which is nothing but your text. And then, oh, sorry. Just give me 1 minute. I have to reopen it. Okay. So text, then we have to write down the name is equals to, again, what I can write down, state call, I will write down the state. Then we will be enter the data call PR. Only four things are okay. Okay, not a big deal. If you want to add something Extra data over here you can add in future. And the one more thing which we have to do, which is nothing but your input type and then submit form we need. Submit, then value will be submit. Close this. Okay. So now we have to enter the data over here. To enter this data, I have successfully created one form. Okay. Then submit button is also created. Now our responsibility, we have to take this from the front end, we will be enter data and that data which we can see at the back end. Here I will refresh. I think I have break the server. Okay. I have stopped the server and because of this, it is not showing, not a big deal. I will just go back here into the app.py, come back to the app.py, into the, what happened? Chirag, what happened? Okay. Now once it is done, they just go into the app.py, into the app.py again. To enter the data, we have to create a separate function for this. So I will use the first app dot route. Into the route, I have to write first a create. Any name you can write down. Create, comma, methods is equals to double quote, bracket, double quote. I will write down the post. Methods will be post. Then I will create one function. Function name will be create again. Parenthesis, enter. Return. And then I will use the render. But render, it is not okay. Render template I am also using because I have to. For now, I am just using the redirect. I am just using the redirect. Later, I will use the render. See, Chirag, it is not error. This is not error. Means every red line is not error. Are you getting me? The every red line is not error. It is just the problem with my Visual Studio Code. I think the particular tag is not available on the particular. This is not but error. This is not error. Every red line is not error. Okay, getting me? This is just problem with my what I can say with my Visual Studio Code. Not a big deal. Okay, so now just come back to the app.py. Into I will use the redirect. So first what I have to do, I have to import it. So from Flask, import the Flask, comma render, I will use the redirect. Redirect here. So the redirect is here. Then after this, here I will write down the redirect parenthesis where it should be redirect on the empty page, like on this page only. Okay, once it is done, now all this data I have to take to the front end and then I will test it whether I'm getting this all data or not. To get it, what are the names? Names is ID, F name, L name, state. Okay, the four types of the data are here. So what I will do, I will go into the app.py. Into the app.py, we have to go. Then first is called ID. I will use the variable name called ID. Okay, so ID, okay, I can use it, this name. ID. Then we will use the request. Again, I have to import the request at here. Request I have to import. So using the request. So request dot form dot get. What I have to get first? I have to get the ID. What is this ID? The ID is this. From the form, I am using this. Now, second thing which I have to do, F name. Call first name is equals to. Again, I will be using the request dot form dot get, and into the parenthesis I will use the app name. Then again we need the L name is equals to request dot form dot get is called L name, right? L name. Then after that, the last one which we have to take, which is nothing but your state. So the state is equals to state. Again, we will use the request dot form dot get. Call L name. Okay, are you getting this? L name, we have to test whether I will get all this data. So I will be using the print, and I will print the ID, I will print the F name, I will print to the L name, I will print to the state as well. So these all things I have to just print here. I will save this. I will save this. I will save this. Once I save this, I will run to this particular server. To run this particular server, what we can do? Oh, sorry, my mistake. Okay. Here I have to use this state. Okay, fine. We can also cross check it. Okay, state, L name, F name, ID. Yeah, everything is fine here. Just save this. Save this. Once you save this, just run the server. Run the server. What I will do? How it is break? Ah, okay. Sorry, I just stopped. Na? So now what I will do? I will just have to run this Python app.py. Just run it. Servers run. Then I think it is already open here. As we can see, we have the data 120. The name I can say Rohit Shelar, and then state I can say Maharashtra. Okay, just submit it. The method is not allow. One more thing. As you can see, to submit this, we have to also do some changes into the front end, means HTML file. What the changes we have to do? When I click on the submit, so this function should run. To run this function, what we have to do? We have to use the action. Into the action, you have to use the double quote. Then URL underscore, you have to use for. URL underscore, then you have to use the for. Then again, bracket, into the bracket, you have to write down the function name. The function name is create. Save this. Action. Once you submit on this, then action will take the action on this. This function will get invoked. Which function? I will use this 100 Rohit Maharashtra. Submit it. I think I have to rerun the server. I have saved this, but again, I have to just rerun this server. Now I have just rerun this particular server. Just refreshed it. Okay, sorry. Refresh it. Then 100 Rohit Shelar Maharashtra. Submit. Now data is submitted. Whether we can get it at the backend or not, we have to check it. At the backend, we are getting this data successfully, as you can see. 100 Rohit Shelar Maharashtra. The all data which we can see here. Successfully, which we can see data. Can you see this? Same, it is working for you or not? Please let me know. It is done. Okay, great. What about others? What about others? Is it working for you? Those who are doing the same as like me, for you, it is working or not? Please let me know, student. It's done. Still so far, anyone have any question, any concern? The same data from the front end we have to store into the database where on the Azure. As you can see, this is the Azure portal. On this Azure portal, we have to check this data. We have to store this data into this container. Which container? As you can see, we have successfully created this container, Data Explorer. Into the Data Explorer, we have this container. Into this container, we have to check this data. We have to see this data, right? So now we have to enter this data. So how we can enter this data? To enter this data, just go to the Visual Studio Code. Again, to go into Visual Studio Code, once you go into the Visual Studio Code, just scroll down. So here, as you can see, as you can see, this is the code. Code from this atom to this one. We have to copy this. This code we have to copy. Which code? Items is equals to. Either you can just type code like this. But I am just using all this code. I will remove this print. Good, Raj. Good. So I will be just copying this still here. I will copy the same. I am just pasting the same code to you. If you want, you can also use it. But we have to make the changes into this. I am just sharing the same code with you. If you want to use, you can just use this. Either you can just type also. It is not take much time. It is very small code, not much lengthy also. Okay, so once it is done, I will paste this code. First uncomment this. Oh, I have made the comment. Okay. So ID, we need the dynamic ID. So what I will write here, I will just change with this variable. This is the variable I will write here. ID. For the state, we have the state. So I'm not using this static state. I will use this state dynamic. Second thing is called the first name. For this, I have the F name. F name, I will be just writing the F name. And then last name, I will be just writing the L name. For now, we are not using this CT. So I will just remove the CT. Done. Now we have the container up insert items. So it will be going to store into this. If you want to write the code, you can just write it. Take your 2 minutes. Again, students, if anyone have any question, any concern, you can just ask me. Yes, yes. Great. Okay. Once it is done, now I will try to enter the data. Try to enter the data. Just go on the web page. Go on the web page. Just reshare. Suppose I enter the 100. First name Rohit. Shelar is already there, and then submit. I will click on the submit. Now it is submitted. We are not getting any error here. Means the data should be submitted. So how we can check the data whether it is submitted or not? Just go back to the Azure. On the Azure portal, on this here, you have to come and you have to just refresh the page. The same, you are on the same page. Refresh the page. Refresh the page, then click on the container. Click on the container. Once you click on the container, into the container, you can see the items. container, and then click on the items. Okay, data is not inserted 8. It is inserted in your case? Yeah, great. Great, 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 great. Yeah, sorry, my mistake. I haven't saved the data. I will rerun this server. Okay, just save this. Once you come here, just refresh it. 100 state Maharashtra and just submit it. It is submitted. Now refresh it. As you can see, the state and the data is successfully inserted here. The 100, but which we cannot see the name and the last name, which we can also see. Just click on this dot, just go on to the edit columns and just select your first name and the last name. Just click on the save, sorry. Just click on the save, and now you can also see this data. Chaudhary Manish Kumar, what you are asking? Sir, please can you summarize? Like what you want to know? From the starting, I'm also telling you. When did you join the session? Can you please tell me? Yes. So now 100, state and name and then last name, everything is here as you can see. Okay, is it done? Is it done? Right. So now we have successfully entered the data. Again, I will enter it. Some more data I will just try to enter here. What more data I can enter? I have to enter like suppose 101. Submit, then refreshed. Again, we have to refresh this. So how we can refresh? There is a button. This is the refresh button. Now the second data is also available, right? So the next thing is that we have to fetch this data here. We have to create a proper table. But what we will do, we will little bit look into design also. We will see for the design, right? We'll look for the design. So little bit which should look better, make it better. Again, what you can do guys, just go here. First thing, go on the browser. We'll be using the Bootstrap design it because it will make it fast. So search for the Bootstrap 5. Click on the first link. Bootstrap 5, click on the first link. And from the first link, as you can see, this is the serial number. From the first link, this is the serial number. I can just double click here. This is the serial which I have copied. Just copy this. I will just copy this. Just copy this. Copy. Copy this here. Copy this here. Okay, once I copy this serial, the second thing I want to do, I will go into the HTML file. We'll go into the HTML file. We'll go into the HTML file at the top of the title. I'll just paste it. Just paste it. Once you paste it, now just come back here. Come back here. Go into the body again. Go into the body, just view class using the container. The container class will be keep a margin from the left and the right side. As you can see in the page, this is the page. As you can see, this start from here on. Start from here. So it will keep space of the 20 pixel or something. It will start from here. As you can see, I will tell you why I am telling this container is you can see. Then here, on the one side I have a form, I want one, and on the other side I want one data which I have fetched. So both things I can see because of this what I will do, I will just here class is equals to then view class is equals to I will give to Allah hyper LG 6 and then another one I will do view class column LG and I will just see. Okay. So I am just using the first view. I'm just using the first view here. I am using view again and just copy this form. Yeah, I already have that view, but okay, not an issue. I will just cut this form. I will just cut this form and paste this form inside this div. Inside this div, I will just paste it. Once I paste it, as you can see, I will just break the server. I will rerun this. Now it is starting from here, but if I refresh it, now you can see it is just refresh here. Are you getting this? It comes here. So this is the space. This is the use of container. LG6 is for the responsive web page. Means what? See, LG means the large screen. It should be looking. It is divided into the 6 part. Means half of the screen. We are only using the half of the screen. If I write the LG12 means it will be the full screen. I am dividing the screen into 2 parts. If I do this, it will make the page responsive. Large page or the large screen, you can say. Okay, I will show you here how I can show you. Let's wait. The page I want to make this attractive. See, suppose I am not using this LG6. Okay, so you are not directly understood this. I will use the class. Then you will understood. Class form control. So I will just copy the same tag from here to here only. This is for the form. See, as you can see, I will show you. I have to again stop the server. From here, I will just refresh it. See, as you can see, LG6 means what? I am using only half screen. Half screen. Total for this total screen, there are the 12 grid. I am only using the 6 grid. 6 grid means the half part of this particular screen. Okay, half part of this particular screen. And it will be the responsive. When I see this into the mobile phone, it will look like this. This part will go up and then another side of the part will go down. This just breakpoint to make your website responsive. Is it clear, Kush? If you have doubt again, is it clear for you? Why LG6? Okay, thank you. Here I can see a more gap. I can remove that gap. How I can remove this gap? I have to just remove this BR. BR, then I can remove this BR, then I can think of BR, then I can think of this BR, save this, but again I have to stop the server. Okay, if I write the 12, as you can see, if I get the full screen, I will also show you for the full screen. 12, as I have to again run the screen, app.py. Now I will just refresh it. As you can see, 12 means what? The complete page. But I just want the half page because on the half page, I have to show the fetch data. So because of this, I am using previously LG6 for the form and this LG6. It is empty now, but here I have to, what I can say, fetch the data into the table. So form, run it. This is our data. I think I haven't saved this page. I can just run it, run the code. I have run it. Once it is run, as you can see, it is running. I refresh, data is here. As you can see, now I have to fetch this data fastly. I will just fetch. How I can fetch it? To fetch this data again, we will be just using this first function. No need to create the another function. We'll go back and see this index.py. Index function. So into the index function, I will be using this code. Which code? This is the code, as you can see, the select query. This is a code which I can see. The same code as it is, I have to use here. But first I will uncomment the code. Uncomment this code. I will copy this code and then comment it. Once I copy this, I will go into the first function. The first function is an index. I have to align the all, what I can say, all the intent. Okay. So print is here, but I think there is no need of the print for me now. I will be getting all data into the items. So I will be just closing it out here. Once it is done, the only thing which I need, it is the item. Then I will share this item, but I will see in which format I will get the data. Okay, it will be not a big deal. Okay, I will try to send this data from here directly to the front end. To send this data, I will be using this comma is equals to data is equals to, I will say, the items. These items will be getting onto the HTML page. Go to the HTML page, index.html. And now on the HTML page, what we will do, go into the second div, class LG. This create a div, comma, enter. Once you go here, then what I will try to do, I will just print the data here. Save it. There might be the little error. I have to break the server again. We'll have to run it again. As you can see, we have successfully fetched the data, but data is in the object format. Okay. But the data which we require, the data should be in the proper form. To get this data into the proper form, not a big deal. We will just write the logic. What logic which we can write here? Suppose I will send this data. Suppose we have this. Okay. I am getting this item here. So I will just create one empty list. LST is equals to empty list. And I will put all this data into this list. So how I can do that? I will just lst dot append, or what it will append? It will append to the items. Okay, it will just append the items. Then I have to pass this data as a LST. Save this. I have to again break it out here. App.py. Yes, data which we are getting. Okay, no need to do this. No need to use this LST. I can directly use the loop and I can directly access it. I will just comment it out. Here I will use the items. Okay, let me check it again. I will go here. I will use the for loop for this. I will use the for loop. To use the for loop on the Jinja template, you have to use the curly bracket and then percentage. To use the for loop into the Jinja template, you have to use the curly bracket and then percentage. Then you can use the for row in data. The data, the variable which we are creating. But you have to break this for loop also. To break this for loop, you have to use like this. What you can use here? You can use end for. Once it is done, now you can just print the row. So I will just print the row here like this. Row and just need to break the server. I will just break the server. Again, I will just run it. Again, I will just run it. I will just refresh it. The little problem. Okay, not a big deal. Or this again, I have to just run it. As you can see, all data fetched successfully. ID is here, name is here, state is here. All data we have fetched. The same way, okay. The data which we have successfully fetched. Again, what I will do, I will again use the loop. Loop inside the loop. Again, what I will do, I will just use another loop. Then we will use the percent. Okay. For row one, for row one, in again we can say the row. Then I have to again end for. Now here I will use the row one. Save this. Again I will break it. Run it. Okay, fine. Not a deal. Not a big deal. So now we will be printing this data onto the table. Okay, now I am just removing this first loop. For the table, what I will do, I will be using the table. Okay, you know how to create a table, right? So just create a table, and then table have the tr. Into the table heading, I will be using the ID, th, I will using the first name. Then I will be using into the table last name. Then into the table, I will be using as a state. Okay, the first name, last name, state is here. Again, into the table, I will be using this loop. Okay, loop, end it. Here I am using, and inside of this, I will be using the tr, and into this tr, what I will do, I will use the td, table data, and then curly bracket, I will use the row of 0. Let me check whether I will get the right data or not. Rerun it. Refreshed it. Did I save it? I save this. I also save this. Break this. We'll rerun it again. We'll rerun it again. Okay, first name, last name that we are getting, but the data only we are not able to fetch. Okay, not a big deal. Those who are doing, can you see the data? Can you get this data? Yes, it is showing na. Great, 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 great. Okay, okay, okay. Great. The both the way you can get it, both the way you can get it. Okay, I am using your way also, not an ID, as we can use it here. The ID which we can use it here. Okay, just refreshed it. You got the ID. Chalo, let's see. With the same way, you can just get it. Okay, so TD. I will just copy it. I'm not writing it again and again, again and again, again and again. Then what is the app name is here? I think first name, last name, and the column name is state. Save it, just break it. Okay, it is done. Now I will just refresh it. Now all data which we can get, but we have to make it more attractive. The table should be more attractive. To make it more attractive, again, what I will do, I will just use the class is equals to, see into the table, you have to use the class is equals to table. I don't know, for my system, it is why it is asking me to again update. Though all the changes I'm not getting easily. The table is created, see. The now the final table, then again one more thing which we can do, the base table I can create table hyphen hover. Save this and refresh the server only. Save this and just refresh this server. Okay, so here this will be look like. So now if suppose I want to enter the another ID 102, name is called Hardik Patel, Gujarat. Submit it. Now data is here. You can see the data. Okay. So what I have to do now, I will just deploy this as you can see. So all data we have just see over here. This all data we stored into the Azure. This is the Azure. No, this is not Azure. This is the Azure, and on Azure we are using the Cosmos DB, and from the web page we are successfully enters. We are able to enter the data here only. Successfully able to enter this data here. Okay, and this data are enters from the front end using the web application. Okay, so the next step is that what I will do, I will just deploy my this web application on the Azure. I will share the link with you. You can enter your data. So the data I can see here, right? So anyone can enter the data and that data should be stored into this. These all things we will be see into this. Okay. But still so far, anyone have any question, any concern into this? If you have any doubt, you can just ask me, students. If you have any doubt into this, you can just ask me. We have to deploy this, but we will be deploying it soon. The same code we have to just deploy. But before deploying this, if you have any question, any concern, you can just ask me. No question, no concern. I'm waiting for your response, guys. No, Chirag say no. Only I'm getting more responses from the Chirag. Okay, release push. No problem. Okay. No, sir, clear. Okay, okay, great, 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 great. Okay. So what I will do, I will keep this code on the GitHub, and from GitHub we have to deploy it. Okay. So just log in to the GitHub. I have to log in. Using this Git now. Okay, just new project is called, the project name is Rock Cosmos DB Dynamic Application. Cosmos DB Dynamic Application, the visibility should be public and just create repository. Just create repository. Now it is created. Okay. Then if suppose in that folder, it is already the Git folder available, then I have to delete it, not into the desktop Azure Cosmos connection. Yes, Git folder is already available. I have to delete it. Okay, then I will upload my code here. We have to break it. Once I break it, we'll open the new CMD. Means I have to deactivate it. Okay, not a big deal. We'll deactivate dot my env scripts deactivate. Now git init, git add, git branch, git branch main, git commit -m first git we have to just push. So what I will do, remote origin, for this I will just copying this from here, copying this from here and just pasting here. Okay, now git push origin main. Okay, the problem is like, again, see the same problem like yesterday or in the last session. What exactly the problem is, we are using this, the API key, and because of this API key, this is the problem. Not a big deal, but what I will do, I will just remove this API key and then I will add it, and then after adding over there, we will be using this. Okay, not a big deal. So we will be add this into the after at the 1, right? So for the second session, be please come on the time, right? Into the second session, we have to complete this task, and after completing this task, we have to also create one project. The project from here. Now see, as you can see here, I am not able to upload the PDF or the any types of the document. Here I am not able to upload the video, audio, anything, right? So I will tell you how you can upload, how you can store your video, audio, all data onto the Azure. Okay. So for this also into the next session will be very interesting. We'll be seeing. Please join this session on time. Okay. So we'll be continue from the second session. Yes. Thank you. Thank you everyone. This is take a lunch break. You can take a lunch break.
Recording stopped.